Your hands together for the actor that plays Samantha Carter, Amanda Chapman.
I know you're expecting Rick also, and he is just finishing up his photo ops, but I didn't want you to have to wait for Rick, because who knows. So I thought I'd just come out first and we can just have a bit of fun before he gets here. Oh man, it's so great to be back here. Thank you so much for having us. And hi. Thank you. I don't know, do we want to just start with some questions, or what? Oh, I guess we do. There's a bright light on you and you're ready. Sweet, let's do it.
Hi.
Oh, first of all, I forgot my black shoes, so I apologize.
Astoundingly smart and savvy and pretty. All those things. It kind of helped her become Canada's leading director. I almost said female director. But that's improper these days, right? She's really smart and knows what she's doing, and everybody knew she would succeed beyond our wildest imagination. I'm exhausted.
Thank you, Willy Wonka. Thank you, Rick. That's lovely. Thank you.
And then I had a quick Stargate question as well. It's about the filming locations. I know the British Columbia, the forest there, you filmed there a lot. And I was wondering, of course, you're professionals, but do you ever feel like, uh-oh, like, not this forest again in British Columbia? Was it ever boring for you guys?
Yes. I mean, not this big, gorgeous, green valley and mountainous forest again?
It's been 100 times, so...
Yeah, it became a bit of a joke that all the planets in the universe had evergreen trees and really good air. And now, like, we had a sand dune we got to film in, and we had a bunch of different locations that don't exist anymore because of urbanization. But the forest is always there, and it was wonderful to work. We drove up mountains and shot in this beautiful, pristine forests. It was amazing. But yes, the entire universe looks like British Columbia. Stay close together for body heat. And one of the crew members said, well, you know, if you guys were serious about body heat, you wouldn't be wearing any clothes. And I was like, a little soon in the series for that, methinks.
I'm thinning.
Hi, Amanda and Rick.
Oh, hi. Hi, Claire.
Which goals did you have as teenagers, and did you meet all of them?
Which idols?
Goals.
Dolls.
Goals.
Goals.
Goals, yes.
Oh, goals. I was like, dolls? I had G.I. Joe and Barbie.
Barbie.
I had G.I. Joe, too. He had cooler Jeeps and stuff. My goal was to be an actress, and my goal was to be a director. Hashtag winning, I guess.
I, on the other hand, strive to be a juvenile delinquent. Winning?
Hashtag winning.
No, I actually wanted to be a forest ranger. I wanted to work in the forests and mountains and have a little house up on the stilts and, you know, call girls and stuff. No, I wanted to work with animals and conservation stuff. I didn't know it was conservation then, but trees and bushes and shrubbery and that kind of stuff. I just leaned in that direction.
Thank you. Then you ended up working in forests for a long time.
Making a little bit more fun for you. So, could you tell us the best piece of advice you've ever been given? Can be about work, life, all sorts of things. But can you do it in an accent of your choice?
I have one word to say for that. You're asking for performance. That's unfair.
Please. My parents always said to me, and I'll do my dad, don't ever be rude. Don't be rude. Be kind, don't be rude. Because people don't like rude people. Right, Dad?
Eat your veggies. Eat your damn greens.
Thank you.
Period. Eat your peas.
Mushy peas.
Also a really big fan. Thank you for being here. Big fan of Stargate SG-1 and of MacGyver.
Yes.
And also a big fan of the movie and my question, so the Stargate movie, and my question kind of leads into that, because one of you had a role that was already presented in the movie, and one of you wasn't. And I want to know, what do you think was the scarier part to act out?
I know. I'm just kidding. It was easy for me. I just, you know, they didn't want me to be Kurt Russell. Couldn't make my hair do that. And he smoked. And so we got rid of both of those things. And you see what you see today.
Looks good.
Yeah. Nice try, man. It does not.
I was lucky because my character wasn't in the movie, so she could be whatever we made her become. But I think it might be scarier to actually try to fill the shoes and change the shoes of a character that already exists and is loved. So,
You know, a side note to this notion. Kurt Russell came on set one time. She swooned. And I had met him once before with, he and Goldie lived by where I lived in California, Southern California. And I was, back in the day when I actually did exercise, was running my path up in the mountains, and the two of them came down with their dog, and of course immediately I'm to the dog. I'm just in the dirt with, and he came up to me, he was a Bernese, I think, and just lapping me up, and I said, God, I love this dog. I look up and I'm already in a conversation with them, don't know it's them. But
and he went, ooh. And I said, you're in my eye line. And I can't believe I asked Kurt Russell to move out of my eye line. And he laughed, and I
moved into mine. We've been happy ever
was like, he
since.
was lovely.
You shouldn't let us ramble like this. This is what we do. Ramble. Any further questions?
I can't tell you what's happening with it because I don't know, but Brad and I, we're very good friends, and we've certainly talked about if there were another Stargate to come out, that my involvement, and he would like me to direct it and be a part of it and be in it to a degree, and Stargate has been such a huge part of my life, and yours too, maybe. And the fact that, we started filming 25 years ago, and we're still here talking to all of you is like, I can't think of a better word, but I'm gobsmacked. And so I'm so grateful. And so if it were to come back, I would never look that gift horse in the mouth. I would absolutely jump on board. But as for what's happening, Amazon owns MGM now. MGM has been owned by so many different people. So I honestly couldn't tell you, but certainly Brad reached out to me and said, if it does, would you? And I was like, oh, yeah.
Is Brad still involved? Because he did write a few years ago a pilot.
He did, it was great. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know.
So I'm looking forward to meet you. I will ask your contact person and wait for the chocolate. It's a nice continuation of a sort of running gag, and it is being started because I really wondered that you guys were so friendly, and all the crazy stuff I witnessed for myself you are doing, and I said, do these guys ever finish one scene today because they're so glorious? It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
We had a lot of fun. Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Nice to see you.
Anybody? You in the dark.
Please. Because they're all here, and it just seems silly to stop.
Yes.
Can we do 3 more questions? Or is there somebody else coming on stage after us?
No, you're it.
Oh, God. Sorry, people. We're it. We're it for the night.
She's it.
She's the it girl.
Yes.
Tell me where she is.
Should we ask we'll ask one more question, and then I won't say the words of the other gal from Star Trek, that will F-O.
Oh, I won't say that.
She's so weird. One last question.
Hi, Amanda. Hi, Eric. It's so great to see you two on stage. My question is of your both activism. You're doing on the 3rd of June an online event for mental health, Amanda. I think that's really awesome. And I just wanted to know how that came about and if there are any further events like that. And for Rick, are you planning on any Sea Shepherds events or going on a ship or anything else? And if there are no plans, is there anything you would like to do?
Well, I'll just speak quickly to the mental health. So the companion and I had a conversation over a year ago about things that mattered to me, and one of them was mental health. And part of it was born of the fact that sci-fi fandom is so incredibly supportive and connected, and so many people around the world have made friends through my experience through Stargate, but obviously through other shows, and how essential that connection was, especially at times when people were feeling really horrible. And so I said, I think that especially given the last 3 years in the pandemic and isolation and lack of connection and lack of events like this, that I thought it was just really important to check in and make sure that we were all okay, because we're not all okay. I mean, this new normal has been a big adjustment, and as somebody who, my eldest brother was, before he passed, was paranoid schizophrenic, and I saw firsthand what mental health, how it affected families, community, and so it's a subject very near and dear to my heart, and I felt like I just wanted to connect and just talk about it, so that it wasn't so taboo, and so that we could say, like your beautiful comment up there before about how important certain things can be to help keep you grounded and keep you here. And I just, it's just a rambling. It's an important topic to me, and I think it's really important that we feel that connection, and that's what it was born of. So.
Well, I think this is going to sound a little bit negative. It's probably going to sound a lot bit negative. Sea Shepherd and Captain Paul Watson parted ways. Paul was essentially kicked out. Sea Shepherd wanted to soften their image a little bit. Paul had a reputation for being quite confrontational. If you think ramming ships is confrontational.
I don't.
And he was asked to leave. He is, I love Paul a lot, but he has an ego. If you're watching this anywhere, Paul, you do. But, so he has started the Captain Paul Watson Foundation, which is a separate entity from Stargate. Seagate, Sea Shepherd. Sea Shepherd is still thriving and working their campaigns and such. Paul just acquired his first ship for his foundation, and he's soliciting contributions like he did with Stargate, but it's, you know what I mean, with Sea Shepherd, but it's kind of, I don't know how many of you even know about Sea Shepherd and Paul Watson's foundation, but it's kind of a tough call. Like, who do you donate to both? That would be ideal. But some people feel as though they've been made to make a choice. And so far, I've fallen on the side of Sea Shepherd as the established entity. I still don't know the details of what their policy is and what their platform is, and when they go out and have confrontations. Paul, you all can pretty much figure out what he's still about, which is fine. It's worked in the past, but I think he's got to soften some edges. It turns people off. Some people it excites, and well, I don't know what else to say about that, but I'll put a word in for both sides, because I'm chicken and a coward. But that's kind of what's going on there. The merchandise is much better at Sea Shepherd. Better t-shirts.
Because we said we do 4 more, so now there's 2 more. Thank you.
Don't let her push you around like that.
Saying small
She's
stuff.
coming on her head, so you have, it's great.
You can push me around.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Want another question?
And down comes the question. In every character that you play, there's something out of you. What feature or quality or characteristic do you think comes out in both of you in your characters?
Both of my characters, or
Both of you, both Amanda and Richard.
I don't know.
And that's it.
I referenced this earlier about my own self-assessment. I've had a lot of time off. I think a lot, too much. But being very as rational, objective as I can be, I'm not that great an actor. So I can't tap into a process or a process. And so I base a lot of my action, reaction, any internal work I do, it's done as richer with a sheep's clothing on. Wait, I didn't mean sheep. Ass, that's what I meant, ass clothing. So that's, you know, you do see a lot of my personality interwoven to somebody else's words. Interwoven? Other people's words. In a different costume. Because of course I thought it was a costume. Well, that's just
Costume
us.
drama. I think that Sam and I grew up together. And I've said this before, but I think that we came into our own as women together. I am an incredibly... loyalty, I think, is something that is really important to me, and it was very important to Sam. A little bit of a sense of humor, and an earnestness that I have always had. An eagerness to please. Why are you guys laughing? What is going on? It's my sire, I swear to God.
Getting me in trouble with Mom.
I think, to be 100% honest, it was a very symbiotic relationship between Sam and Amanda, and I learned a lot from her, and I think I informed a little bit of her. But yeah, especially after 10 seasons, we all kind of became our characters a little bit, and our characters became part of us. I learned to be a lot stronger because of Sam. So yeah, I feel very fortunate.